Oh my god.
And we are live. Hello. I am Edward, and this is my colleague Trav.
Travis, aka T-Rock.
Okay. And you are watching the maiden voyage of our little show. And after a lot of thought, we decided to go with the name Round the Horn with Trav and Eddie. And that's what we're gonna go with.
Yeah, I think that works.
Yeah. Basically what the format of the show is gonna be is we're gonna bring up offbeat news stories and just like offer our commentary on them.
Yeah, exactly. And occasionally we're gonna be like sipping some alcohol and stuff like that. So shit can get pretty wild in here. Right now, it's just water over top vodka.
Don't fucking tell them it's water, man. Okay.
Well, never mind.
Alright, it's hardcore vodka, and we're good to go. Alright, so again, the show is called Round the Horn, and this sound effect. You're gonna hear it a lot during our tenure, if you will. Alright, so let's get into it. And in our first installment of Round the Horn, I want to talk to you, Trav, about this news story. A famous sperm bank is moving next to the University of Central Florida in hopes of tapping into its pool of well-educated specimens. The bank itself is called Cryos, and they're paying $750 a month for twice weekly sperm donations. So the question for the round table is, how much do you think your sperm is worth? Are you going $750 for bi-weekly donations? Can you even pull that off, bi-weekly donations?
Probably not, man. Like, when you say how much is my sperm worth, like how much will they pay me? Will they actually like definitely pay me $750 no matter what?
Well, no. You can decide your own price for like monthly, bi-weekly payments. Do you think $750 is too much or too little?
I think $750 is pretty good, to be honest.
You're good with $750?
No, I'd probably go with like $1,000. Like $1,000.
You're such a great physical specimen. All those like
I am though.
All those moms are gonna look through the catalog and they see your fucking picture.
Well, like it depends on the school I'm going to. If I'm going to that school, then probably.
Oh, that's true. They're gonna be looking at I want to fucking like, University of Central Florida.
Because like at regular sperm banks, what they're thinking about is like if the person has like a PhD and shit like that, and all these kind of genius traits and stuff, because they want to be able to. They want to know that they're not going to give birth to some sort of jackass. So like they're going to pay more, and they're not even going to accept your sperm at all, man.
Travis P, PhD, and Big D. See, the thing about me is that I probably charge like per sperm. You know what I mean? Because when you think about it, you only need one sperm to impregnate someone. So like when you give them like a shit ton of sperm for like a flat rate, you're actually like disservicing yourself. So I'd say you go for like a penny per sperm. If they can even like isolate per sperm, I think you're good to go.
What would they have to do? Like shoot that shit in slow motion? Like shoot
yeah, exactly.
You like busting in a cup in slow motion? Exactly, and then
just pick them out with like little tweezers or something.
Under a microscope the whole time.
That's probably not how it works at all.
So when you do it into a cup, they put the cup underneath the microscope and they find out the sperm.
How else would you fucking do it? I don't know. That's me. Okay, I think we're good with that story. Let's fucking move on. Okay, here's a story that I knew you would like. I got this story from the Belfast Telegraph, and a Argentinian shepherd named Jose Alberto was found dead in his home next to a scarecrow. and it was wearing lipstick, long-haired wig, and a strap-on penis. So the question for the round table is, how would you dress your scarecrow? You know what kills me is like, when I first heard about this, it's like, okay, it was like having sex with a scarecrow, and you even dressed it up as a girl, and then I read strap-on penis. I'm like, what the fuck? It kind of seemed like he changed his mind halfway through. You didn't know whether you wanted a boy or a girl, and just like,
yeah, man, he wants to do the switch, because he wants to look at a woman but be able to fuck. That's all he does it is,
strap-on deal.
Hey man, you can't judge him. Like people, they have their own personal scarecrow, so then they
yeah, who doesn't have a fucking scarecrow?
You know, my scarecrow looks like Beyonce or some shit.
That's true. And Beyonce with the strap.
Exactly, with the strap, obviously.
Yeah. Personally, for me, I want my scarecrow to be as like female-like as possible. I definitely wouldn't have any strap-ons or something like that, shit like that.
Well, like you might as well just not even do it then.
Word.
Yeah.
Okay.
Erase the strap on from this whole situation then.
Yeah, that was like the huge kicker for me, the strap on.
Yep, everything was fine up until that point.
Yep.
A fucking scarecrow, just like a woman. The thing that turned you off was the fact that there was a strap on.
Yeah. I mean,
nothing else was just like a little weird for you.
Okay, like honestly, like at this point, I'm like desensitized. I don't get surprised that often. It's like, okay, a guy having sex with a scarecrow. But I'm like, wow, strap on. That's why it made me like double take. You know?
My question is like, it's either a strap on or you end up having to like fucking with a straw.
That's true.
Exactly. So, you know, you have to think about it. He clearly had a plan when he did this. Although it probably wasn't what he wanted from 1%, he had a plan.
Talk about finding a needle in the haystack. Finding a dildo in the haystack.
Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna rant about something that a lot of us hate, especially if you play video games. Actually, only if you play video games, and that's NBA 2K. NBA 2K fucking sucks. Like, I can't wait for the moment when EA finally gets their shit together so they can actually have some competition, because right now, it's all just fucking ass. Like, we have problems with the AI, we have problems with the defense, we have problems with the shooting, we have problems online, the servers are complete garbage. People are still cheating even though they said they were gonna fix all the cheating. I feel like they're just handing us a bunch of shit and they keep telling us it's a cupcake or something. I don't know what it is with these developers, but I don't know what it is with us. I'm not buying the next 2K, to be honest. I'm done with this series. And that's all I have to say about NBA 2K.
Okay, we're making some good time here. So our next story comes out of notable.ca. There's a yoga studio in Kensington Market apparently that just opened, and it's called Ganja Yoga, right? So basically, it's a typical yoga class except you have to take a few puffs from a marijuana vaporizer. But the kicker is you have to bring your own pot. So BYOP, right? And the question for the round table would be, would you get high while doing the downward dog? I don't know why I fucking wrote that.
Okay.
Yeah, so I don't know why I thought that was a good idea to ask that, for that to be the question. But yes, would you get high while doing the downward dog?
Yo, I don't smoke, but I honestly feel like that would probably be one of the best situations to smoke.
Yeah.
Doesn't yoga like relax you and shit a little bit?
You'd probably get a huge trip, you know, it'd be like psychedelic.
It'd be so, can you imagine like a bunch of, just cause like a lot of girls do yoga, can you imagine like a lot of like a bunch of like 30-year-old women just inside of a freaking room?
Or men.
Or men. I'm just saying, like a lot of like a bunch of 30-year-old people just in a room, just chilling, doing yoga, like stretching and shit, doing downward dogs and stuff. Wow,
people are like tripping out.
It'd be so fucking chill.
Yeah, that sounds pretty chill.
Would you even need the yoga at that point?
People just come to smoke pot for that.
I guarantee that's probably what's gonna end up happening. If that was a real thing, they'd show up and they'd initially be going there just to do the yoga and smoke the plant, but then eventually what would happen, people just go there and just be like, yeah, so anyway, yeah,
Exactly.
like they don't carry the yoga mats anymore. Maybe they might just carry the yoga mats. The yoga mat is the blunt.
Yeah, that's how they roll it up.
Exactly.
Right. I mean, yeah, that does sound like a pretty cool idea, but I don't know if I'd be so down for that, because you have to bring your own pot. You know what I mean? I guess you have that policy, otherwise people just like show up anyway. They don't even care about yoga.
That's true.
Anyway, Ganja Yoga, if you want to sponsor us, please get in contact with us, and we'll hear from you soon.
We agree with what you're doing. So definitely, if you want to sponsor us, contact us around the horn.
You get the official Round the Horn sound effect. Okay. Alright, there we go with that one. Okay, so one last final story I want to talk about came out of CTV News, our local television broadcasting station in the 6, aka Toronto. The 6. Okay. A woman has been charged and sentenced to 8 years in prison because she was injecting industrial silicone oil into the buttocks of several women to give them a fuller derriere, if you will. So, and apparently she used a caulking gun, and what a caulking gun is, it's the gun used to inject plaster between bathroom tiles and such. So, and she used like a syringe attached to a caulking gun, and it's like, oh my god. Anyway, the point is, the question for the round table would be, have you ever thought about getting a bigger ass, and what would you inject in there? No, you don't have to answer this. I don't know why you even bothered asking.
So am I answering that question?
Okay, like hypothetically, would you get a bigger ass?
No, I would not.
If you're a girl and a boy. Or both.
Okay, so me right now, no, I would not get a bigger ass.
Okay.
Let's just say guys were doing it, I would not want to get a bigger ass.
Okay, fair enough.
That's one thing. If I was a girl, I would also not want to get a bigger ass, even if I had the flattest ass.
I don't know, man. I think girls nowadays are under a lot of pressure, with the whole ass craze going on,
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, clearly these women were desperate enough to do it. Just that you would hope that it would go to a actual licensed plastic surgeon instead of some random lady that accepts casually and shit. You do it in a shady hotel room or something.
This isn't the first time I've heard of this shit. I've heard of also other ladies or guys that insert injecting cement into your girl's ass.
Oh yeah, I heard about that cement story too. Who thought that would be a good idea?
How does that even work?
What I'm wondering is, did this woman actually think oh, I'll just inject them and directly inject it into their ass? It doesn't, nothing bad will happen. Or did she think man, I'm fucking these guys up? I don't know.
She probably thought a little bit of both.
Maybe. I mean, ladies, don't, and guys, maybe. I'm looking at you, Nick. But don't be so desperate in getting a fuller ass. You know what I mean? Because if you really have to get one, go to a licensed professional. Don't go into these shady Craigslist sort of backdoor deals.
Yeah, exactly. The interesting thing is, I don't know if it happened before when getting bigger tits was a bigger thing, but yeah, I don't know if that was a thing, if people were getting caulking tubes and injecting shit into their tits.
Oh. But
why is it something that's happening with the ass, but not? I don't remember it ever happening with the tits.
I think it's just that nowadays, there's a whole ass phenomenon sweeping the nation. You know what I mean? It's all about ass nowadays.
Can you imagine slapping a girl's ass and just cement?
It's you could play fucking red ass off that ass. It might be a Canadian. I don't know. Our American viewers might not know what that is, but anyway.
I don't even know what that is.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway. The point is, ladies, do not inject silicone oil into your ass with a caulking gun.
And ladies, appreciate your bodies for what they are. If you really want some ass, do some squats at least or something like that. That's even more the rage now than booty shots, to be honest. Look at Instagram, all these girls, all you see them doing is posting videos of them squatting all day. That's what we do at the gym.
That's what guys do at the gym too.
Exactly.
We can actually refer you to a friend of ours named Joe, and he's actually really expert at squatting.
Exactly.
So that's all he talks about, squatting.
Yeah. He's been able to squat a couple of friends.
Yeah.
Meaning one and fell, but still, at the end of the day, he's actually a pro squatter.
Oh, they're apparently dangerous at squatting, as our friend Joe has told me personally. And apparently he squatted so much that the sweat collected at the top of his ass, and the constant moisture made eroded a hole into his skin. So he technically had a second asshole. Ladies, Just don't care about your ass, okay?
Honestly, you're beautiful the way you are.
Especially your ass.
Yeah, exactly. Especially your ass.
Okay.
No ass, all the ass.
I think we can fucking move on from that.
I'm an ass.
Alright, so around the NBA and slash Raptors talk. Alright, so Raps lose a 117 to 116 OT heartbreaker to the Boston Celtics, and they are now 6-6 in their last 12. Trav, what are your thoughts on the Raptors this year, and what are your expectations?
Well, my thoughts are they're definitely better than they were last year. Sometimes like the injuries have like played them a little bit so far, like when DeMar went out, but then like people like Kyle Lowry, he stepped up a lot during that point in time, and stuff like that. So like I think that like there's a certain amount of things you have to expect with like a team that's only now becoming like a contender. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they had like so much hype and expectations surrounding them when they started off like 17-4 or something. Or they had like this great start to the season, and people put all these expectations on, oh, we're gonna go to the fucking finals, watch, and then now they're kind of fell back to earth a little bit as we all kind of anticipated, and now people are like shitting all over them, like, oh, Raptors are shit. It's like, no, like, I think like going into the season, their record is like pretty much what you'd expect them to have anyway.
Exactly.
Because like when you look at their roster on paper, it's actually not like super great. You know what I mean? It's just an all-around balanced team.
Exactly. They all hustle and everything like that. And it's funny, going back to what you just said, like the Cleveland Cavaliers, they didn't start off that well.
Yeah, exactly.
And
they're like second seed now.
You know? So like you can't necessarily go off of what happens at the very beginning. And we're expecting to go. They're obviously going to go to the playoffs and everything like that. But like, I obviously don't expect them to win. I don't even expect them to like go to the Eastern Conference Finals.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. I mean, especially with the defense they're playing lately.
Yeah.
I mean, basically, people just need to relax on the Raptors. The record that they have is basically what people expect them to have coming into the season.
If we keep going on this route over the years, we'll build. Like we'll build from this. You can't just go from down. You can't go from down here to up there, or as our president of Toronto says, 0 to 100 real quick. So,
of course, and also like, I'm actually more excited about the Raptors in the off season instead of what they do in the playoffs, because in this off season they have like so many expiring contracts coming off the books. It'll be interesting to see what Masai actually does with all that money that he's going to be having. Anyway,
it could go terrible or it could go really great.
Yeah, pretty much the next summer is going to define Masai as a GM for the Raptors. Anyway, let's quickly talk about the playoff picture. Who do you have, Atlanta or Celtics?
I have Atlanta.
Cavaliers or Nets? I gotta go with Cavaliers, man. Alright, here's Chicago and Milwaukee.
Chicago.
Yeah? I don't know. We got like MCW on the Bucks and everything. Yeah, I should probably go to Chicago too, to be honest. And also Raptors and Wizards.
I actually don't know.
Keep in mind,
I'm hoping it's the Raptors, obviously.
Keep in mind, Raptors are 3-0 on the season against the Wizards. So.
But I know the playoffs it's a whole different story.
That's true.
I want it to be the Raptors, but I'm gonna go with the Raptors.
Yeah, well, I guess you'd have to. I mean, it just really shaky with the defense they're playing with.
Yeah, exactly.
And we'll see you next week on the Western Conference. All right, so now we're going to talk about our favorite things this week. We're just trying a little spotlight on this Round the Horror feature. So one of my favorite things is this Surface Pro 3 and Life Brand Clear Action Oil Absorbing Strips. That's how I take off that shine before the show.
We haven't yet gotten a makeup department here yet, so
if anyone's willing to work for free, that'd be great. And Life Brand, if you want to sponsor us, that would also be great. So, all these like community spotlights, we're doing such a favor. We're giving everyone like a bump. That's what we're doing.
Exactly. All these sponsors, very soon.
Alright, Trav, any favorite things this week?
Well, I wouldn't know. I don't know if it's my favorite yet, but I just actually finished listening to the new album by Ludacris called Universal.
Oh.
And one thing I have to say about it is I do like it. I would say that it is a little bit more moody than I am used to from Ludacris.
More moody than moody.
Okay, it is a really, to me, it is a really good album. he talks about like the industry and stuff a lot in this album, and pretty much just like about some real stuff, like maybe not stuff that we can all like relate to 100% because we're not actually in the industry, but it's about some real stuff. And my favorite album from Ludacris so far is still gonna be Word of Mouth, but this is a pretty good album so far. Yeah,
I respect Luda, man. He has like a kid with three different women. What a boss. Anyway. Alright, the shit list is where it's basically the opposite of our favorite things. It's where we want to throw some shade on things that are aggravating us lately. And mine is always going to be the TTC. I fucking hate the TTC. Trav?
Yeah, mine's always going to be NBA 2K. That's always a problem with me.
Surprisingly disappointing this year.
Yeah, exactly.
Alright, there you have it. Do not buy NBA 2K.
Especially right now, it's no point.
Alright, we're just about wrapping up here. Some closing remarks. I think we just had a successful inaugural show, don't you think?
Yeah, I do. It went better than I was going to. I was going to fuck up and stuff.
There you go.
Yeah, but I didn't fuck up, or at least you couldn't tell.
No, they won't tell anyway. Anyway, so we had a pretty good show. You know, you can pretty much expect something like this going forward. And obviously we're going to try to get some guests on the show. Maybe some more community spotlights, some more segments, different kind of segments. And we're just like all brainstorming it as we speak right now.
It's going to get a lot more entertaining. Because we're going to get used to all this. Not used to having cameras in my face on a regular day. I don't vlog or anything like that.
Yeah.
So, eventually things are going to get more lively. Things are going to be more entertaining.
People don't understand we don't have any broadcasting experience, so they have to
exactly.
cut us some slack if we, fuck up here and there. But in any case, I think overall that was pretty good. I think that just about does it.
Yeah.
Alright, don't forget to like and subscribe down below for future videos. And this has been another edition of Round the Horn. I'm Edward.
And I'm Travis, aka T-Rock.
Signing out. Oh shit. Fucking cut it.